Now, whether it is next day, same day, 2-hour, Amazon seems to deliver pretty much anything to the majority of its established markets around the world at the click of a mouse or the tap of a phone. But what about places a lot more cut off from the rest of the world? Joining us now at Post 9, New York Times technology and business reporter who is normally based in Mumbai, Vindu Goyal. His story published this week, delivering Amazon packages to the top of the world. Vindu, great to have you here. This can't possibly be cost effective for Amazon. Are they doing this more to show India how committed they are to the market, or do they really have a timeline when this is going to financially pencil out for them?
It will probably never be cost effective to put packages on a plane and ship them all the way up into the Himalayas. But they want to be everywhere, and that's part of their mission in life, and it's a, sort of a marketing thing, and eventually they may add other services and make money, like on video.
So give us your take on the market in India right now. We know that Walmart is taking this majority position in Flipkart. There have been some protests among small business there saying, hey, Walmart's going to corner the market. But at the same time, we've got Amazon. We've got Reliance Industries saying that they're going to ramp up omni-channel to compete. Is this a good thing for Indian small business and consumers? What's happening there now with Americans moving in?
You know, it's a mixed bag. For small businesses, Amazon is a platform to sell. It's a lot like eBay in the United States. Amazon doesn't sell as much stuff directly because of Indian laws, so it's a lot of small businesses are getting access to new customers in other parts of the country. But they also have competition from, Amazon selling all these essentials, just like in the United States.
Can I ask I'm sorry, I'm a neophyte, I'm the less technology savvy person here. If I live in the Himalayas, Can I be a Prime member, and will I get 2-day delivery? I mean, how does it work? How long does it take?
You have to be a Prime member to get 5-day delivery. If you're not a Prime member, it's more like 10 days.
And is Prime delivery cost the same or less?
It's the same. You said the fee, Prime annual fee in India is really cheap. It's about $15 a year.
Okay, and how does that equate to the GDP per capita? Like, is that the equivalent of us paying the $80 or $90 here, or is that?
It's more expensive than that.
Okay, even though it's
sort of purchasing
in terms of dollar volume, it's still lower. Got it. How many members of Prime are there in the Himalayas?
I wouldn't know for sure, but I'd guess probably not more than a couple hundred. I mean, they probably have, 400 or 500 customers total up in this little town. They do serve some other towns, so I don't have a good number for.
So why do they make the effort?
It's worth it to control your own business end to end, just like they're doing in the United States. They want to control the delivery of the whole process, from when you order to when it leaves the warehouse to when it gets to you. In India, it's more important even than here, because there's a lot of people want to pay cash, and they allow you to pay cash on delivery when you get the items. The post office in India doesn't want to deal with cash deliveries. And so if you're going to do cash, you got to control your own network.
When it comes to e-commerce in India, what market share does Amazon have versus local rivals?
Flipkart is the biggest, probably around 35%. Amazon probably has around 30%. I've seen different numbers, but that's probably the closest.
And in terms of the sort of long-term hope for retail in India, I mean, we talk about how internet delivery is pretty much purely over smartphones as opposed to through traditional cable. Could retail kind of, in some of these remote areas, skip a kind of industry, as it were, and jump past bricks and mortar and just be e-commerce based, given the logistical issues?
There are a lot of e-commerce only companies in India, even with things like furniture delivery, which you'd think would be really hard to do, but there's a couple of companies that specialize in that and don't really do much in the way of physical stores.
So when we're talking about technology, local creation and domestic consumption, how important is that to India right now? We see the China 2025 plan. We saw India not wanting Apple importing used iPhones into the market. They wanted Apple to start producing them there. Is there a big movement afoot to produce in India for India?
The government has made a big Make in India push to try to get more of these products, especially electronics, made in India, really with mixed success. Companies like the big Chinese phone makers are all in there. They assemble their phones from Chinese parts inside India, call them made in India, and escape the tariffs, something Apple's not been willing to do on any kind of large scale. It's a tough relationship. You guys have been talking about trade all morning today. India has just struck some new trade deals with China to lower tariffs with China, to import more from China in response to the Trump trade tensions with India.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.